Hello everyone, SP Architects here. Today we are going to render this file in TWINMOTION. I was making ArchiCAD tutorials for a long time, but this time I've decided to create a TWINMOTION tutorial too. I think you would like to see more TWINMOTION tutorials because of course TWINMOTION is more exciting than ArchiCAD. It's a reality. But you cannot make any renders if you don't have any model prepared by yourself. So ArchiCAD is very important too. Therefore, I'm trying to balance them in the channel. Alright, without any further ado, let's get into the TWINMOTION. Alright, here we are in TWINMOTION and we are going to import our file. But I'm going to use direct link. So in order to do that, let's click the import and click direct link. But before that, let's go back to the ArchiCAD, and from the window pares we have data submit here and we have synchronized with direct link. Let's click it. Okay, click import direct link. Yeah, now we click collapse by material, or if you won't change the any items in the project, you can use this setting, but I'm not going to change anything. So I'm going to use collapse by material. It's going to be faster. I'm gonna leave the rest as is. Click import, and there we have our model. We can inspect it with the real-time global illumination, but it's not enough. I think we have path tracing here. It's much better. Our shortcut is R. Now we cannot see our grass, so we have to move this part or elevate our building. Let's try elevating our building. Let's open up the scene option. We can see 193 folder. Let's click it and elevate. After that, this stage will be assigning of the material. So actually I'm going to use this concrete material. I couldn't find any similar material in the original material segment, nor in the Quixel Mega Scan. So I've decided to use this original ArchiCAD concrete material. Therefore, I'm gonna leave this one as is, but we can play with this plaster stucco. Therefore, I'm going to Mega Scan surface, and here we have plaster menu, fresh, and we have this option. As you can see, I've used this one before. There's a harp onto that. I'm going to give a chance for this. Let's just drag and drop and increase the scale so we can see it from far away. We can change color to white. Okay, it's already white. If it seems yellowish, you can just move the point to blue. Eventually, it's gonna turn into a white. Now, once we have this, we can change the glass material. Let's assign clear glass. And we can change the frame material. It's simple. Let's make it only black and change its reflection around 50. You can control the reflection from different angles, just like that. Okay, now next one is wood. From the Mega Scan again, wood, veneer. Let's try this walnuts and change scale. Maybe I didn't like it. Let's try this one. It's the same. Yeah, I'm going to use my own wood material. So I'm going to create a custom material. Let's hit the plus and click more, click this texture, click open, and you just locate your wood and assign your new material to your model. Next step may be changing the rotation of the wood from the scale. More rotation is going to be 90. Yeah, there we go. Now let's use this glass material to the door, and we can play around with the opacity. Let's change the color, make it darker, increase the opacity. Yeah, I don't want to see inside. Let's check it out. Hit the R. Yeah, something like this. Let's try two-sided. Okay, it seems fine. From this angle. Alright, these settings are okay. Now it's time to assign some grass material. So I go to original material setting, ground, nature. We have this gravel or dirt. We can use this one or dirt material. There are different ways. Okay, why are we using this one? Because we are going to use grass model. Therefore, we are going to simulate real grass. Real grass grows up from the dirt, so we need a dirt. Therefore, we are going to use any brown material on the surface, and we are going to place real 3D grass onto that. Now, I'm going to place this lawn a couple of times and select them, click this scatter add and place, and do it lots of times after your computer get crashed. Once you have done that, you can change the height of the lawn, but in the path tracing it was a bug, so we cannot change it. Yeah, as you can see here, we can see they're taller, but in the 3D it's smaller. So I'm going to place, for instance, this basic grass here and paint. There you go. Once we have done that, we are going to change their tint, because in the real life you cannot see any grass with this green, lots of green. So we are going to add some red. Not too much. Let's just decrease a little. Again, it's original. Yeah, something like this. With the path tracing, we have this one. Okay, it's already looks very nice without any render settings. Now, for this model, we need to place some steps in front of the building, but we can make it in the ArcKit or in the TWINMOTION. But for this example, I prefer placing them in the TWINMOTION. So I go to these primitives and I'm gonna click this box 1 meter, and after that I'm going to change its size. Let's hit the 9, I think, yeah, and decrease the size. I'm gonna make this eyewall. Yeah, okay, I think once we have this, we are going to assign a material, wood material. But this time we can go to the mega scan. For this kind of material, it's completely suitable. We can add board or plank. We have a material which is worn wooden plank. Let's try it. Okay, we can increase the scale. There we go. But as you can see, we are having some trouble while we are trying to adding material because the exposure setting is changing by itself depending on the camera position. So I'm going to turn it off from the lighting exposure. Let's click on and turn off auto exposure. Now we can play around with the material settings without any brightness problem. Now, once we have done that, we are going to duplicate this model. Something like this. And I am copying this once more, but the position is not important. After that, I hit the shift and left click here. It was automatically placed on the position where we click. Hit the 9 and change its size just like that. Okay, there we go. Maybe we can make it different sizes. Okay, I don't want to waste so much time for this, but for this situation I want to remove grass under these wooden things. So in order to do that, we are going to click this eraser, and for the diameter, I don't know, let's input 100, yeah, or 150. Okay, we can use this and erase. Let's decrease the diameter and delete only by clicking. Why am I doing this? Because I'm trying to making a soft and slope transition between the grass and the dirt. Once we have done that, we can place custom grass randomly. There we go. Now it's time to place some vegetation trees from the, of course, vegetation and landscape trees. And I'm going to place some pine, maybe this kind of pine, and maybe Norway spruce. I don't know how it pronounced, I'm sorry. I don't know, maybe here. Once I have done this, they are main trees, and now we are going to place minor vegetation parts, smaller parts. It's big, but we can decrease the age. We can hit the 9 and make it small and move here. Maybe we can copy it. We have exotic trees here, maybe bamboo, just like that. Or what's that? I don't know. Let's place here, looking nice. I like it. And maybe a date here. Yeah, it looks elegant too. and we have this. It's repeating, I think, so I'm gonna delete this one and maybe leave as is. Okay, once we have done that, we can place some rug from the rugs. Maybe this rug 9 here. I need a bigger one, maybe here. If you want more quality items, you can always go to Mega Scan, 3D Assets, and Nature, Rug. Under the bottom of the menu, we have scatter icon. Let's click it, and we have very nice rugs here. For instance, let's try placing this dry river bed onto this area. If we look it closer, or we can place this one. Let's just drag and drop. Yeah, it's better, I think. Rotate. And we can increase the size. And copy. Instance. Select both of them. And copy once more. There we go. Let's place some first track. Drag and drop here. It's very small. We can change its size and place instead of this one. But let's click it. It's very small. I'm gonna pass. Yeah, this looks very nice. Rounded cobble. And let's just change its scale and place this corner. Just like that. For the last step, I'm going to place some debris, which is broken tree parts. There are lots of broken tree parts here, but let's try one of them. We can just place it by manually, or I don't know if we can use scatter tool. Let's click this vegetation paint. Let's go back to the Mega Scan, 3D Assets, Nature, Debris, drag and drop here. No, it's not working. Unfortunately not. Let's try original 3D model. That branch, yeah, we can use this one. I think it will look so beautiful. Okay, let's paint. But density is too much. I'm gonna make it 3 and 3. I'm trying to place them under the trees. Yeah, just like that. Once we have done that, I'm going to play around with the settings of the dead leaves, but we cannot make it anyway. I'm just going to reduce its density to 1 and increase the density of dead branches to 100. Alright. By the way, we can add a furniture outside of the building. Let's go to the objects, home, maybe backyard chair. We can use this one. It's very suitable, I think. Drag and drop here. After that, I'm going to place a table. Do we have a table here? No, because we are under the chair. Let's click table. Try this one. Backyard table. UAA. I don't know how it is, but I want to try. Yeah, maybe let's change its color. Add some blue. Okay, there we go. Now finally we can play around with the lighting settings. First of all, I want to get rid of the buildings. To do that, we are going to go to location, background, city, click the none. After that, I'm going to decide which scene I want. Do I want a sunny scene or overcast scene? Okay, let's make it sunny this time. So from the lighting, environment, sky HDRI, we have this one. It's very beautiful. I think we can go with that. If we click more, click this three dot, go to library. This is noon clear one. We have more options here. Maybe this clears 07. This looks very nice too. Okay, let's just go with that, and let's hit the R, and it's very dark, so we need to play around with the settings of the path tracing. Let's hit the R again and increase the sun intensity, maybe 5. For the environment, increase the intensity. First, let's just check the exposure settings off, and let's increase the exposure value to 5. After that, I'm going to reduce the sky size, sky intensity. First, I want to decide which sky color I want. I want to see something like this. This color intensity looks fine for me. After that, I'm going to decide the intensity of the global illumination of the sky. To achieve that, I click more, and I can increase the ambient. As you can see, if I increase the ambient settings, we will have less shadow, but we lost details. I want to make this 1 or 1.5. Okay. As you can see, it was already changed from here. We no need to go to its settings again. Without sun, it's this one, and with sun, we have this. Maybe 2 or 3. We have those details from the roof side of the building, so we need to decrease the ambient intensity. I'm gonna look to the roof, or I can change the rotation of the environment. Maybe this one. Let's go back to the lighting. I'm going to turn off the sun and increase the ambience. Yeah, after that, I'm gonna cheat the TWINMOTION. I'm gonna pick up this color, and I'm gonna decrease the color of the white to gray, and we will see the details. Also for the concrete. There you go. Once we have done this, we are going to save a camera position. Let's just click create image, click more, camera. First of all, I want to go to this visual effects, and from here I want to decrease the contrast value, so I will see shadows brighter, 45. After that, I'll go to camera, turn off the vignettes, and I'm gonna change the focal length. I will only see the building. Maybe we can go back much more and zoom to building. I think this looks better, but I don't want to see this tree, so I'm gonna change its position. But before that, I'm going to save the camera position and other settings by hitting this refresh button. Now I can change the tree position, and also I can bring this tree in front of the camera. And this little tree. Let's go back to our image, hit the R. Now we have this. Click refresh. Alright guys, are you satisfied with this render settings? Actually, I didn't like this camera and render settings. I want to try something else because I want to focus on this shadow. Shadows are very important, but I didn't like this shadow, so I'm going to try something new. I'm going to go to the HDRI environment, sky, but this time I'm going to go to the low sun and cloudy, and here we have low sun cloudy 04. Let's try it and you will see our scene will be changed to much better form. And once we have this, we are going to add some sun intensity. But again, I want to focus to this side. So in the render camera settings, I'm going to add some visual effects. We click this none, and we will use this blue tints. After that, we are going to increase the ambient, so we will see this area will be brighter, and we will add more sun, so grass will be look more beautiful. Once we have done this, in order to balance the color of the scene, we will change the white balance settings to yellow. There we go. Now we are ready. Now it's time to go back to the renderer, and we will decrease the aliasing filtering, and now we can render this. But for final touch, this white looks very bright. Therefore, I'm going to click more, add some grunge, and make it darker. We are cheating the TWINMOTION. Maybe before rendering we can turn off this starting ground and render with these settings. Alright guys, that's it. How you can achieve and how you can follow render steps, render ways depending on your scene. Actually, as you can see for this example, we are trying to achieve something depending on the camera position and the mood of the scene. So there is no secret key to create attractive and elegant scenes. You will try and struggle and reach your final position. I'm trying to show how you can do this in this video. I hope you have enjoyed with this one. If so, please hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. If you want to see similar tutorials like this, please comment in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.